Morning world. Welcome to the 22nd of May. So it's the morning after the day before. Yesterday was our part 2 TB test, which sadly we failed. We had 2 reactors, which has properly confounded our plans for this year. No cattle can now go to the other farm. They all have to stay here, and we have to make all our fodder over there, and we will have to transport it all back. So worst case scenario has now what's happened. Those of you who follow my Instagram will know that I got a little bit injured yesterday during that test. Basically what had happened, there was we were trying to separate the cows and calves to dehorn and do the castration, and we were running the cows and calves through the race to split them apart. Cow went in the crush. I was closing the door to stop the calf following her in there, and he rushed it at the last second. He just rushed the door, slammed it shut on my head and right arm. So got a little bit of a lump on the left temple, nothing too serious, but I had my elbow. Basically my right arm was useless. So we're in the house, put it on ice, which you will have seen from yesterday's video, with my beloved second daughter Emma giving me lots of sympathy. And when my eldest daughter came home, who works at a hospital, she basically took over and told me I was going to hospital whether I wanted to or not. I didn't want to go to hospital because I didn't think it was broken. We weren't sure what was going on, but there was a lump the size of a tennis ball on my right elbow. So I went to Stroud Hospital. They weren't happy with it, but the x-ray was shut down, so they sent me to Gloucester Hospital. A&E at Gloucester Hospital was being managed that any minor injuries like mine were going to a new temporary minor injuries unit in the physiotherapy. So I got sent down there, sat there for an hour, spoke to a very nice young lady police officer who'd sprained her ankle playing football, I think. Waiting to see the doctor. He said, "Where's your x-ray?" And I said, "No one sent me the x-ray yet." So I'd been sat out there for an hour waiting. So he sent me the x-ray. I came back, and within 10 minutes he came to me, just came to the door, and he said, "Ian, it's just soft tissue damage, you're okay, good to go." And that was it, I was gone. So yeah, service was pretty good. One weak link in the chain was receptionist should have said, "Go down to minor injuries, but on the way go into x-ray." Yeah, didn't do that because I was already apparently pre-booked. But there you go, such is. So this morning swelling has gone down a lot. The tennis ball has more or less disappeared. I'm just a bit sore. So a discussion with the wife. I believe I'm perfectly safe to drive. I reckon within a week I'll be as right as rain. So it is just bruising. So I would imagine before long I'll probably have a black elbow. Anyway, so no real discoloration this morning, but the swelling has gone right down, so there you go. Almost mended. So we're on our way to the farm. Father rang me this morning to let me know that the concrete panels for the barn had arrived. So that's where we're going now, to go and have a look to see if we can catch it, because I had to empty the SD card off the GoPro before I came over, because there was quite a lot of stuff on there and I didn't want to run out of room and I didn't want to run out of battery. And of course, after the injury yesterday, I never downloaded the camera, I never formatted the card, so I had to do all that this morning first. So we might get there and find the panels all unloaded and everybody's gone. Or we might get there and find them actually putting the panels in. I don't know. Excuse me, Weetabix. We'll find out. You're looking for pussycats again, aren't you? I know. I know what you're looking for. There's quite often a pussycat down this bit of road. I've got a funny feeling he's been and gone. Oh, well, Laura's gone, I reckon. So. You have a look. You coming out, dog? Come on in. I think maybe we'll come back later when they're actually putting these things up. Apparently, these aren't all of them. Oh well, we missed the unloading, but that's not the end of the road. That's only JCB taking them off the lorry, so it's only half exciting, not very exciting. So we bombed all over here just to look at some concrete on the floor. We'll bomb over later on to see some concrete going up, hopefully. Right then, shall we? Well, it was interesting to see the concrete panels turn up a bit. More interesting to see them being fitted. We'll go back over later on and hopefully we'll see some of those panels going up. And yeah, I've come home for a cup of tea and to nurse a headache. But while I was here, I thought maybe I ought to say a couple of thank yous. We have had a few more gifts sent us. So Brian from Table Delights has sent me, well, it's a gift, but I reckon some of you might want this. Do you remember the gift lamb coaster set that was sent to us by a subscriber a week or so back? I gave that to Abby, that one. Well, Brian makes them as well, so he's did his own with his own take on it. So what do you reckon? I don't know what they're going to cost. This one was a freebie gift, and thank you very much, Brian. I'll put a link again in the video below to Brian's webpage, so anybody else who wants to contact him direct for any of your own ideas or merchandise, whatever else. But there you go, he's making sheep farmer pea coasters, which I think is quite nice. Maybe we'll put them in the shop, we'll see. So anyway, he sent us that, thank you very much indeed. He also sent me a little present. I say a present, I'm paying for it, but I saw this on his webpage and I fancied this for my office. So it's basically a wooden lampshade, which I really like. I just got to spend some time putting it up because I tried yesterday. The light fitting won't go through the top, so I actually have to take the fitting off from the ceiling and go up. So it's a little bit more of a fiddle, but it'll be a couple of days because I don't think my elbow is quite up to that yet. So yeah, I really like that. Oh. And the other thing Brian sent us, he sent Samantha a present. And Brian, she will thank you herself, but she really likes this. So this is a little phone tablet holder. Samantha is a Harry Potter nut fan. She loves Harry Potter. And Brian obviously cottoned onto that because that's what he's made her. And on the back, he's done that. Brilliant. I thought that was very thoughtful, Brian, and Samantha loves it. So put that back together. Okay, so a few other things that happened yesterday. Those of you that watch my Instagram will have seen a photograph of me dressed up in a couple of these dream catchers. These were sent to us by Heidi Hornsey. If you go on my Instagram, there's some pictures there, but Heidi obviously makes jewellery, and she has sent us, Holly loves these things. Not really my thing, jewellery and cups of tea, but my girls like it. So again, thank you, Heidi, and anybody who is interested in that sort of thing, you'd go on my Instagram, there's photographs and that on there for that. So, and then this morning, Mrs. P opened this because she thought it said J, not I. So I have already opened this, so I know what's inside. I do not know who this came from, so I'm sure the sender will reveal themselves, but it did make me chuckle when I took it out and unwrapped it for the first time and then showed it to Mrs. P. And what I should have done is had a camera to take the photograph of Mrs. P's face when she read the mug. Obviously it's a mug. So to whoever it was who sent that, thank you very much indeed. Just the look on the wife's face when she saw it was enough. But again, we're going to have to empty some of our old mugs out of our, because we get quite a few mugs. So thank you very much indeed to whoever. I mean, I've looked, I could find no note. I have no idea who that came from. But thank you. And if you can't read it, I'll read it to you. It says, "This is what an awesome farmer looks like," with some arrows pointing upwards. So obviously this is my mug. No one else can have it because no one else is awesome. Saying that, Abby will hear that, see it, and I am anticipating within a week this will disappear. Because we know how light-fingered she is. Don't we, Abby? So, right then, that is it for the time being. We've had bits and bobs and whatever else. I'm going to try, I know some YouTubers save up loads of gifts and do it all in one go, and that's okay if that's what I do, but I just as soon little bits and bobs, I'll just cut it into videos and I'll just say thank you. If you send me something, unless you ask me not to, I will feature it and say thank you. So what have you got there for me, Mrs. P? Oh God, she's doing that thing again. Yeah.
You love me.
Do I look? Not with a pig face like that, no. Oh God. What have you got there? More orders?
12.
12.
Can I come in and platinum?
Yeah, you can come in.
No. Can I come in and platinum? Can you turn off your LED right?
Yeah. Beep 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 beep. There you are. It's turned off.
Because I'm on call for Bureau, so.
Okay. It's off.
It's not.
It's
You
off.
didn't press the button.
Did you not hear it go beep 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 beep? Just give them to me.
You can do them, are you?
Oh, we can do them.
It'd take you an hour just to get the packing stuff out with your wrist. I can get them done.
This physiotherapy.
Then I'll set them up for you because you won't be able to do it. I'll bet you.
Okay, let me put that away.
Yeah, so don't get broken.
Don't pick that up because that'll
Put your shoe
fall
away.
off. You've got to pick him up by his legs or he falls apart.
Like that.
If you want to pack them, because I'm actually really hot.
Okay, well, open the door, switch your camera off, and I'll get on and get these locked down.
Okay.
Excuse me. Cat will just
Cat will have
over
had a drink, yeah. Oh, that can go on there. That should be in Samantha's bedroom, really.
No. Have you seen the state?
That's going in my office. Can't go in the mud cupboard.
No, that's too nice to go in there. Ain't go on your shelf.
On the display shelf.
Oh, hello. Hello, Julie speaking. Hi, Paul, can you hear me? Hiya, what's up?
That's not sturdy enough, is it?
All right, seal of approval there for whoever sent the mug. That mug is not going in the mug cupboard. That is going in our ever so slightly dirty, dusty, need to clean the glass on that, display cupboard. So, oh, do you remember me saying that I'd won a few medals for archery? I meant it. There they are. That's all my medals. 1, 2, 3, 4 golds and a silver. And my old membership card. I think he might be a little bit out of date now. Just a bit. So I might get the bow out another day. Who knows? Maybe if the club actually moves here or starts shooting here, maybe I'll get my bow out. Maybe. So we have got a load more orders to pack. She thinks I can't do it with my elbow. I reckon I can if I go gently at it. So, right, well, you don't need to see me packing mugs and stuff because you've done that before. So I'll stop that bit there and maybe we'll go back and we'll come back to the barn. Maybe. I actually think it's windier in there than it is out here. Right, I reckon that's high enough. I'm assuming that the steel cladding comes down to the same level as this. I also assume there's something that stops birds not getting inside there. Gotta be. That's a bit of a wind tunnel. Well, that's it, they can't do any more. No more concrete panels. I'll go and post an invoice through Dad's door, he won't mind. Ugh. Well, that's Friday almost done. Last couple of jobs of the day. Feed lamb, check sheep. I have actually got a couple of bags of lamb creep in the back of my car, which I would have taken down today or yesterday. Problem is, I couldn't actually lift them. I could probably do it now. You know, those of you who were concerned will be pleased to know that my elbow is improving. Still pretty sore, so I don't think it's going to heal overnight, but I'd like to think within 3 or 4 days I'll have full use back again. So it just bites me a bit. So we've got to ring up Alpha. I was going to do it today, but there's kind of no point until I know they've got the results through, so it'll probably be Tuesday now. Ring Alpha, and I need to find out if there's any way I can send the bull home, because if the bull has to stay here for another 120 days, I can see that causing a lot of problems, not just for me, but for his owner as well. You know, the owner's got a bull trapped on a farm, can't actually earn him any income. So I don't know quite where we stand with that, because am I liable for it? I doubt I'm insured for it. So probably end up having to buy the blinking bull or something silly, which I don't want to do, because he's the dad to most of my efforts. Fit in one thing is another. There we are. Never mind. Right, I'm going to go and grab a loaf of bread and go feed lamb. Do you want to come with me to feed lamb?
No, I've got to go now.
Oh, alright, okay. Alright, okay, I'll see you when you get back then.
See you when you get back.
Alright, bye.
Who are you talking to?
Me, I was talking to me and I was talking to them.
Oh, here you go.
What? Ooh. Oh, I didn't know you could jab it in that far. Said the torch to the vicar. You wouldn't like it. Promise. No, you don't want it. Taste it. Promise you don't want it. Told you. Mm-hmm. Right. Still pretty windy out here. Right, Gypsy. Right, darling? Right, loaf of bread. I've got my eye on you. The Corporal's a coward. He likes to run up behind people when he thinks they're not looking and attack you from behind. But pretty much every time he's done it to me, I've managed to nail him. It's got to the point where my daughters are worried about coming outside, so if he doesn't stop it, he's going to get his neck wrung. What shall we have today? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I ain't very fond of that. Looks like there's none for me there. I think the white loaves are further down. And I bet she's watching me. The keen-eyed amongst you will notice that I'm not on the quad bike. It was a good idea to go and feed number 11 on the quad bike and kind of get him used to that rather than me. But it's such a pain having to unlock it and get it out, go through the gates, and just to give a lamb a bottle. And to coin the common phrase, I could not be arsed. So he's not very often, very far away, and apparently I need the exercise. What?
I'm just talking to Henry and his loading dishwasher situation.
Henry the dishwasher?
He actually put the dishwasher on while I was at work.
Oh,
So, you know, apparently points to Henry.
okay.
Alright, well I'll leave you to it, but yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, alright?
Okay, so Saturday afternoon, play with sheep.
Yes.
Okay, I can't wait. I can't tell you how excited I am.
But I know you actually mean it.
No, I don't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't even started on the bread yet. I haven't even called you. Right, he hasn't drunk that as much of that. So, looking around his mouth, he's got some grass staining, so it's almost like cutting. But we'll see. We'll feed the ewes. And then I'll maybe give him some more. Number 11. Oh, my bloody toe again! Who was that? You! Been stood there looking all innocent. Look, I'm having to mince now to stop you treading on my feet. I hate sheep. Come on up. Don't stand on there, you can't. You can't reach it. Come on up. No good looking up here, you got to look down there. Down there, look down. Look down. No, there it is. Got a brain, you'd be dangerous. Okay, so number 11's not looking good. He looks like he's been cutting because there's some green staining around his mouth. I don't know, he seems to go up and down. Can't make his mind up whether he wants to live or die. Looks like we're going to try and get the ewes in tomorrow and dag them out. I know we're shearing in a couple of weeks, but those that have got slightly mucky bums, even though they're protected with the spray, it's kind of nice for them to go to shearing with clean backsides. No shearer likes dirty bums. So I'm just going to catch him a minute and see if I can give him some more milk. I'm hanging you via the foam cover on this on there. Yeah, you know, whatever works. Wait, you go away. Go away. Here it is. It's almost like he got his second wind and now he's got his thirst back again, because the first half of the bottle he wasn't that keen. So unfortunately the lambs have got to go without creep again for the night, because I don't actually think... No, I could lift the bags out of the back of my van and put in the creep feeder, but it'll hurt. So I'll wait till tomorrow when I'll either feel better, or Henry can lift the bags out of the back of my van and put them in the creep. Someone will put them in the creep. So.
No, she's ignoring me. I didn't sit there, listen to that, and then try and be diplomatic. And all I wanted to say was, are you really that insecure?
Seriously, I did it after.
Well, you stood up to me, so there's that.
Right, Sam.
I turned around to him.
Dad, don't film me! Put the camera away. No, don't put Philippa on camera.
No, don't finish that. Oh. You're so precious.
You're lucky I've done my face.
You look lovely whether you've done it or not. So.
Thank you.
So thank you again for taking me to hospital last night.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Forcing me to go.
I'll tell you in a minute. I forced you to go because you weren't going to go, and I didn't know if it was broken.
It wasn't broken.
I know it wasn't, but it was swollen enough that it could have been a fracture. So I was like, we're going. I'm in my pyjamas.
Yes, you look very attractive. So. She bullied me, Philippa, into going to hospital. I didn't want to go.
He's literally got his camera out right now.
I didn't want to go. You've got it in my hand.
Oh, which way is it pointing?
Oh, downwards. Don't worry. Not that exciting.
You're going to be on his YouTube channel now. Have you
No,
realised that?
she's miles away. You know we can see it.
Like, no, not you, just your voice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You have to gain people's permission.
I know. Congratulations, by the way.
For what?
For not picking that today.
Oh, go away.
Does this mean I get free merch?
Free work. What did you have in mind?
She wants one of everything, please.
That might be a bit expensive.
Well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I want a mug.
Yeah, a mug.
You want a mug?
Samantha will have to steal one when I'm not looking.
I'll get you a mug.
We've got a few to choose from, haven't we?
I'll get you a mug.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'll leave you in peace now. I'll come back in a minute and make you jump again, alright?
Okay.
I just like to keep you on your toes. Bless you, Samantha. You fill my heart with joy.
You can tell the camera's on, can't you? You're that desperate for content that you have to. Like,
Oh no, I've got loads of content. I got loads on here. So yeah.
okay.
You're probably the most dull bit on this camera today, yeah.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
It's alright, darling. Every night, Samantha goes and sits in the extension to suck on her blimey electronic cigarette and talk to her best friend. And every night, I go in there and make her jump. Oh, there! What was that? Who are you talking to? Did you see that? That's how much respect I command in my household, that is. Not showing you that, because that's just downright rude, that is. Yes, that's... What? Squirrels. 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 Biscuit like squirrels. Crumble, not so much. Wuss. Let's have them ducks in. They've already been fed. They don't need any more. I'll just keep an eye on that blooming cockerel. I could hear him, I know where he is. Don't trust him though. Where do you think we're going? If that's where you want to be, fine by me. A few clouds around, might get a bit of rain. We had a splash this morning, but that's pretty much all it was. About 20 minutes of moderate rain, I suppose. Damp to the ground, but you know, it's dry again now. Right, that's them sorted out. Just got to shut the rest of them in, and that's these jobs done. I've already done the sheep, so I'm not going out there again. I've done the cattle, that's all done. So kind of all the jobs. This is the last thing to do, just let the birds in. I've had enough. I've edited the last 2 days videos already, so I could actually go on, you bed. Go on, into bed. Or I'll leave you out for the bacon fox. Go on. Go on. Go on. Yeah. I got the better of you that time, didn't I? Copped him right on the chin. Buggers. When they start doing that, problem is I got a young granddaughter. Yo! And if she happens to be out here on the lawn and he has a crack at her, I can't afford that. Oh yeah! Biscuit! And right, that's it. I've had enough. I'll bid you all good night and I'll see you tomorrow.